Good morning, everyone. Ginette Biro here. I am a medium and a channeler, and welcome to my YouTube page. If you're joining for the first time, thank you so much for joining. We are going to dive into your daily message from Spirit today through cards. We're going to use cards to do these, and I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. It's just beautiful, and we had really neat polls this week about crumblings happening, so we're going to follow up on that and see what Spirit has to say today as we move into the weekend. So let's tune in here and see what they have in store. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I love this. Okay, so we have a beautiful energy of taking action, of momentum. So the first card is Awakening. The second one is Mintakan. And the third one is Share Your Voice. So if we start with this awakening, this one is all about energetic upgrades, a new way of being. This follows so beautifully what we got the last 2 days, which was the crumbling card. Remember, letting things crumble so that they can be rebuilt anew. Now, this card is saying the awakening, the energetic upgrade within you is happening. And this is being echoed right now by the different energies that we have coming in on the planet. And you can see these in the Schumann resonance. There's energies from solar flares coming in that really affect the magnetosphere of Earth. So the energy around Earth, or Earth's aura. So those pulses of light consciousness within the solar flares are affecting Earth, which then affect our auras as well. But there's also energy coming in from the other side, from the dark side, meaning the non-sun side of the way our planet rotates around the sun. And that's coming in. There's a pressure coming in from that side, which is also from what many would say would be our brothers and sisters of the cosmos. So basically, this is saying we are getting it from all angles. We are getting energetic upgrades right now, and that's a good thing. Those upgrades are allowing us to rebuild, to become anew, to awaken because of the crumblings that we are allowing to happen and our ability to observe what happens in those crumblings and then choose what we become because of it. This is awakening. We are going through right now. So this card makes so much sense. And really, this talks about a new way of being and integration. So that's a good thought too, is giving yourself the time to integrate these changes. You don't need to understand all of it right now, but be aware of what's happening. And so the next one, this Mintakan, is about longing for home, belonging, and the original light workers. And my guides are showing me how this card really is speaking to us being here at this time, many light workers being here at this time on the planet to help these changes happen, to help these things take place. And they're saying too is, as you step into more of your power, you will draw more light workers, more sensitives, more soul family towards you. So really consider that as you step into more of who you are, you will draw those that are of the same frequency or like frequencies to you. And so you have a powerful ability to do that right now. So if you're feeling a little bit out of place, say in your family or in your community, or just even in your sense of self with the world, remember that there are many light workers on the planet right now doing the same things, feeling the same things. But what happens is as more and more of us awaken our frequency, heighten our frequency, it creates these beautiful ripples for the rest of humanity to also then grow and align their frequency. This is all happening for a reason. So this is a beautiful card, remembering that you are here for a reason, okay? And then this other one here, Share Your Voice. It says, come out of the cave and express. And I love this card because really, if you are at a point where you're really starting to know who you are, what you're about, this card is saying, be that, embody it. Be it for you, not for anybody else, but for you. And so what this means is this is almost like the way of the peaceful warrior is the words that I keep hearing in my head. It's stand in your truth, but don't force your truth on anybody. Be your truth. Be an example of your truth, and then others will decide for them what is their truth. But by you being your example of your truth, you show and embody that energy, which then triggers somebody else to embody that energy for them. And that's when we get true ascension and growth, is when we're willing to listen to the soul within us, the embodiment of spirit within us. When we listen to that, then we can truly follow in those footsteps and become our sovereign selves on this planet. And so we have to be willing to recognize what that means for us, not what it means for somebody else. That's the key. So share your voice, and that voice that you're sharing can be with other people, but it can also be for you. It can be you listening to the voice within, to what it's really trying to say. Because sometimes we are our biggest limiters. It's not somebody else outside of us that's limiting us. Sometimes the biggest one is us, because we don't want to hear the truths. So be willing to listen to the voice, be willing to share it, and be willing to embody it and be your sovereign self. So I think this is a beautiful message for this weekend. Really take it and let it show you who you are becoming, who you are embodying. And we'll see what comes up next week. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're enjoying these videos, please do subscribe and share. And also check out the Ginette Biro podcast, as well as avalonspirit.com. There are many offerings, courses, and pathways for you to dive deeper into expanding your consciousness. So definitely check that out. And I'll be back next week. Have a great weekend.